So the Yankees win the series, their first series in like a month and a half. Thank the heavens. I don't care. I mean, as much as I would like for them to sweep tomorrow, I'll be happy if they just won the series. So, but they're tied for first now with the Orioles, and it's fantastic. I feel a hell of a lot better today. And the Yankees bats starting to wake up today too. But shout out to everybody in the chat. Let's hit the like buttons to celebrate this. Jackson House, Robert, Joe. Tomorrow, let me see what network it's going to be on tomorrow. Ethan, let's leave political propaganda off. The greatest president in American. There's not a metric in the world that says he's the greatest president in American history. Not one, Ethan. Let's please leave that. Please. Let's stop. Okay. It sucks what happened to him today, but you got people in his own party blaming the president for it. That without a lick of evidence. So let's leave this propaganda. Let's save it for the other channel who likes to troll this channel all the time. Okay. Let me see. Tomorrow's game is 11:35 a.m. It's early, and it's going to be on. Doesn't even say. Crazy. Doesn't even say. So I'm gonna look through the app tomorrow and see where I can watch it. But that's a heck of an early game. But Joe, I'll get some intel for you as soon as I find out. I'll let you know. Who else we got here? Yeah. Good evening, Jonathan. What's happening, my man? Jay Gent. Yeah, we'll talk about Jay. And the Marlins manager today said he's going to get playing time at second base now to kind of get him back acclimated to second base, which will probably increase his trade value. Their manager said that today. So, Yahoo Williams, nosebleeds in the house. The Buckeyes in the place. Yeah, I mean, look, let's all. I mean, he seems to be okay. Let's all hope that he's okay. But let's leave that. Let's leave that. It's just the people blaming President Biden for it's like, come on, guys, come on. Yeah, the shooter was killed. So we'll get this. We'll get it off our chest now. The shooter was killed, but we're not going to leave this turn this into a political propaganda discussion. Ken, what do you know, my man? Brandon, Jazz Chisholm and Ryan McMahon would be crazy. I mean, if you got Chisholm, McMahon, and Scott, that would be a heck of a crazy. Yeah, for those that don't serve, you don't represent exactly. Well, unfortunately, that doesn't apply to everybody. Ken, I have a crazy Trumpy in my family. He was a Navy SEAL. He's like an insane Trumpy, but it is what it is. But thank you to you guys that did serve. Buckeye, Ken, all yous. Boss, Jake Boss, Roku. Okay, it's on Roku tomorrow. I still have interest in Jazz Chisholm now, Bronx. Yeah, no doubt about it. So Joe Brown, I definitely feel good about the win too. I am a few minutes early. My Consigliere Roku game, huh? Freaking Roku. Yeah, but guys, we won a series finally, right? We're tied for first with the Orioles. If we lose tomorrow, we'll go back to one game back. But we won the last series heading into the All-Star break, which it'll give us a little bit of momentum, especially after yesterday's bench clearing incident. And it's on Peacock tomorrow too. Okay, all right. Yeah, Luis Hillman shut him down today, guys. 10th win. Yeah, that brother Bill. That's right, baby. That's right, Jack. Army Chow Mein. Someone, and if he's pregame stream called back to back by someone, fantastic. I love when they do that. I hope they put him in their lineup tomorrow. My guess is they probably will, Brandon. Beavis. Yeah, all our struggles. We are tied for first, and Judge does have 34 home runs. So NFE in the building. There he is. My man. Israel. What's going on? Yeah. He's only been up here a day, Jake Boss. So I would imagine they're probably figuring out a way to fit him. So, which I'm guessing he'll get a shot tomorrow. A realistic trade deadline, I'm going to guess, is one infielder, one reliever, and something else after that. I don't know. I did. By the way, if you haven't seen my video this morning, I put out a 5-round mock draft for the Yankees. Tomorrow starts the draft, so and I will update you on the draft itself too. So on what's going on. Seal. Oh, I think we all want to sweep Jake Palvis. Hell yeah. Let's see. Can Rodon put it together? I mean, he was feisty in the dugout yesterday after Brandon Hyde. So maybe, maybe he'll shove tomorrow. I mean, if you got Chisholm, Tanner, Scott, and Andrew Nardi from the Marlins, that would be a nice trade, Sean. It would cost a lot, but it's a good question, Buck. I don't know if Roku uses Siri. I have no idea. That's a good question. Watching the fights, nice, NFA. Nice, baby. Yeah. Yeah. We'll get into comedy shortly. I just want to go over what's going on here and talk about the game and who the Baltimore should pursue. Probably Garrett Crochet. Probably Garrett Crochet. I do think we'll see Vivas tomorrow, so be nice. If Jazz Chisholm gets acquired, Glaber might. I mean, I don't know. You might get the fade at that point, put on waivers. You might get traded for international money. If they get Jazz Chisholm here, I mean, there really is no need for Glaber anymore. There is no need. I mean, they've already, they called up Vivas, and a corner infielder got hurt. So that just goes to show that he's on the chopping block. Gleyber Torres on the hot seat at the very least. Gleyber Torres. So yeah, they look like identical siblings there, Joe. The Orioles. Yep. 8:35 in the morning, pal. You in the West Coast? That's some early baseball. That is early baseball. Yeah. Wells, yeah. Soto and Judge back to back. I mean, yeah. Oh yeah. The Orioles. I think the Orioles will make a big trade. I think the Phillies, maybe the Braves will make a big trade too. After that, we don't know. I'm not sure. I'm not positive that Dodgers are going to make a big trade, but if anybody can, it's them. No. And I hope I just if we sweep tomorrow, it'd be fantastic. But for those that don't know, Jose Trevino was put on the IL today. They called up Carlos Narvaez, so you may even see Narvaez behind the dish tomorrow too. No, this Narvaez is pretty good. He's a good catcher, good defensive catcher. He's got decent production. His bat isn't as robust as Augustin Ramirez is, but he's a good catcher. So yeah, and Glaber had 3 hits in a ribby today. Yeah. And he might, you're right. So he might get playing time. Yeah. So we'll see. I mean, we'll definitely see what happens. I mean, would it be nice to sweep them? Yeah, and go into the All-Star break 1 game up in the standings. Yeah, it'd be awesome if we could do that. But we'll see. Dodgers do. Don't be like I said. Like Dodgers, for some reason, to me, are my sleeper team for Crochet. You know. Yeah. Oh yeah. Dodgers definitely pitching. If the Dodgers get Mason Miller, should we call the season? I wouldn't. King Breezy. No, I wouldn't. Tigers got 5 in the ninth, and then beat the Dodgers in 10th. Damn, you see, the Tigers are reeling right now too. I mean, not Tigers, the Dodgers and Orioles. The stuff that was happening to the Yankees for the last several weeks are happening to the Dodgers and the Orioles now. This stuff happens, right? But yeah, that brother. But we have to jump on their starting pitchers. We have to run their pitch count up in the first and second inning. I want them to get 100 pitches through like the fourth inning. And if you could do that, you're going to get starters out of the game a heck of a lot earlier. You know, Gio hit a walk. Urshela, baby, nice, good for him. Really good for him. But you know what? Here, I'm gonna put this in the thing. We'll start our comedy talk now. That way, I won't keep you all night, gang. But I'm gonna put the link in the stream right here. I'm gonna put it up on the screen for those that want to join. Boom, there it is. We're 5 in a row, strike zone. Yeah, that's right, NFE, and we won the series. We have won the series. Mm-hmm. I mean, that's the pitcher to get, right, Dennis? If Tarek Skubal is available and he's gettable, I would do whatever I could do to get him. So he might grind. What's good? Royce 104, yeah, 104.5, yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, that's the thing, that brother Bill too, right? If the Dodgers get him, what if his arm blows out like in a week or two and he needs Tommy John? Like he just they'll lose him for like a year and a half, right? So that's gonna happen. Get to work, Sean Browning. Yeah, I mean we'll get this going early. That way I can, you know, call it an early night too. What we got here? We got the Kunstler. I don't see on the screen there, Kunstler yet. We got Jonathan in the house too. Guys, gentlemen,
Hi.
how we doing?
I was at the game, so
Yes,
I'm
you were. You had a good game, man. You had a very good game.
yeah. So I'm staying at the hotel in Baltimore. That's why I'm not home.
You brought us luck today, man.
Thank you.
Brought us
Tats
luck.
Tats was there also. I saw him.
Who was there?
Uncle Tats.
Was he really?
Yeah, I saw him.
He went to Baltimore to the game?
Yeah.
Damn, that's
He
cool.
was at the game. I met up with him before the game.
Nice.
He mentioned on Friday he was going to the game, and I told him sent him a message saying I'll meet you at the game.
That's
So
awesome.
I spent a few minutes, maybe a half an hour before the game with him.
It's fantastic.
We were on different sections. We sat in different sections because we didn't. This was an unplanned, uncoordinated game, or else I probably would have gotten tickets where he was. But it was
Constantly,
nice.
be safe, man. And Constantly just said he won't be able to join. The power's down in this area due to the
Hey
hurricane.
guys,
Just be careful and be safe, brother.
does anybody know how we can watch the game tomorrow?
Roku and Peacock. That's what we're hearing. Who's that, Joe?
Yes.
I can't see you.
The camera's off.
Your camera's off. But that's what we're hearing. Roku and Peacock are the two ways to see the Yankees right now.
Yeah, I'm not. I was never very fond of a Peacock game. Who wants to watch a game at 11 o'clock in the morning?
Yeah, I mean, why do we have? I mean, why do we need five different memberships to watch Yankee games?
We shouldn't. They shouldn't have a five membership. If you have, maybe. I know it's all about money. Everything in this business is about money, but it's not necessary to have 5 memberships to watch the
No,
Yankee
it's
game.
not. Hey, Joe, there he is.
How you doing?
What's happening, man?
Nice meeting you.
Nice meeting you too. Pleasure.
You have one of the best shows, my friend.
I appreciate
You guys are
that.
incredible. I always wanted to tell you, I played ball and grew up 5 years with Anthony Volpe
Did you really in Jersey?
in New York. No, in Manhattan. I just retired as a doorman concierge,
Where?
and in Manhattan,
My
near New
uncle.
York.
My uncle was a doorman on 78th and Park.
Oh, really? He worked
Yeah.
with 32 BJ.
Yeah, at the union. Yeah, my dad was in that union too. He worked at the United Nations. He was in that union too.
Oh, awesome. Well, I played ball with him, and I told his dad that, let me tell you one thing. This kid is going to be playing shortstop for the New York Yankees, and this is no joke. You could ask his dad. And Anthony might probably remember. He had hands of gold at 4, 5, and 6 years old, and I love telling the story. And I called him the Bambino.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to share that story with you. I thought you guys would get a little kick out of that.
What's going on? There we go.
Yo, Jason, I'm not gonna stay on. I just wanted to quickly come on and just say what's up to you.
What's that?
Because I'm watching the fights right now. But
Joe
it
was
was
just talking about his Anthony Volpe. No,
I was hearing some of that. Yeah, that's pretty awesome.
got a
Yeah,
connection with Anthony
it
Volpe.
it is. And believe me when I tell you, he had the hands of gold. And I tried to fake him out all the time, and he knew exactly where the ball was going. And believe me when I tell you, I told him in the early 220s he would be playing shortstop, and they all thought I was nuts.
He's got a good head on his shoulders too.
Yes, he does. They come from a very, very good family.
I like him. I like him.
And I gotta, and just everything that surrounds him is just gold. And I'm telling you guys that we got to give him a little shot. Right now he's slumping and everything, but I know he's going to come back. He's got the smarts. He knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
My question to you guys: can you all just tell me why is DJ LeMayu in this lineup? That's all I want to know. I can't take it anymore. The ground
$15
ball
million
to
a
third.
season. That's why.
The
That's
what?
one reason. And you know what's a crazy stat? He had the highest batting average from anybody on the team in July,
Yeah, that's
which
that's
is
hard to
Yeah,
ridiculous.
believe.
It's ridiculous, but it's true.
That's
yeah.
hard to believe. It really is, guys. Come
It
on.
is. It is. Just like it was hard to believe. I shared a stat the other day. I brought up the Yankees have scored the most runs as a team in Major League Baseball, more than any other team this year.
I also
Well,
think Boone had a lot of loyalty to people who had been there,
Yes, he does.
and he won't let DJ LeMahieu sit down without a good reason.
True. This is true.
well,
And Boone is there to be a player's manager.
But I do think if they get Jonathan India or Jazz Chisholm, then DJ's gonna probably move to the bench.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, I can't see India coming to the Yankees, especially with the Reds in the race that they're in. They actually have a shot at taking their daggum division.
They do. I don't know if they can beat the Brewers, but they do. But apparently, they're in discussions for 2 relievers from the Reds. So my guess is maybe they're going to try. Whether it's the Reds or the Marlins, they're probably going to try to get a reliever and an infielder in one trade. But that's just a guess.
well,
That
we're
can
also
change.
hearing that Chaz is not a very good clubhouse guy, and he's a lot of trouble. And I don't think the Yankees need that right now.
Hearing that from who?
It was in some of the media outlets, and I saw it from. I saw it on. I'm trying to remember exactly who said it. Uh, I'll try to get the article while we're talking, and I'll let you know. But
Yeah, because he
they
has a
did. They
reputation of being a good clubhouse guy.
really,
Yeah.
and they're saying that he's quite the troublemaker.
And he's also, people keep saying he's a bad defensive second baseman. He's got plus 7 defensive run save last time he played second. So
I was gonna say real quick. I mean, they were saying the same thing about Alex Verdugo. So, but
Right.
Alex Verdugo seems to be pretty much loved in the Yankees clubhouse. So maybe he's just not feeling it with the Marlins, and maybe a change of scenery might do him well. Just to
Well,
throw it out there.
I think you're right.
Dugo looked like he was about to share some love with the Orioles last night.
He did. He did. So did Rodon. Yeah.
Oh man, yeah, I wish I was involved in that, but
Me too. Me too.
Well, I'd love to see the kid play tomorrow. Let's see what
Vivas?
Vivas. Yeah, I would love to see that. Let's give DJ a day off.
I would give Vivas a day, and I would play Carlos Narvaez tomorrow.
Yeah, but the problem is Vivas is a second baseman. That's not going to get DJ a day off.
I would give him a day off or move him to third.
just play Cabrera.
Yeah.
And I also agree we shouldn't call these players up just to sit them on the bench.
Right.
Yeah.
No,
Well,
no
you didn't
question.
know, Jonathan? They're both suffering from jet lag. It was a long flight from Syracuse to Baltimore.
Well, I took the train to Baltimore and I'm not jet lagged.
How are you going to be jet lagged from a train, brother?
He's train lagged.
Train lagged. It's figure of speech. Jet lag, train lag. Same thing. You're traveling at a high distance.
Brother, this is supposed to be a comedy night with comedy actors and movies and that type of stuff. So there's supposed to be a little bit of humor interplay.
Okay.
I was just about to say, what do you guys think about what happened with Trump?
It's a shame.
It's a shame, but I think it's an even bigger shame that they're blaming Biden right now.
Well,
the party
I don't think anybody's a saint here. I think that they both better get their act together and stop accusing and stop saying what's going to happen if Trump takes office, that this, and this. You are going to get a nut job that's going to go out there and try to kill Trump, which they try to do.
That's one of the problems. I mean, he did ask for immunity last week from the Supreme Court to be able to assassinate his political rivals. He did do that.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And he's protecting guns more than he's protecting people. That's also a problem.
Right.
So,
like I said, nobody's a saint here.
No, nobody is. But why are people blaming Biden for this? Why?
Oh, because he keeps saying that if America puts Trump in there, this is what's going to happen, and we're all going to be
It's because Project 2025 got exposed. Right. Now he's trying to run from it.
Right. Well, people just take it wrong because, listen, I'm independent. I just want to know who my president is. I will abide by it and go from there. I'm not young. I'm not old. But I'm at a point in life where, this isn't my whole life. And, we got to move on. And it's just people take this so serious. You lose boyfriends, girlfriends, you lose husband, wives, friends, and all of this. It's not worth it.
This is why I say leave the politics off the channel, right? There are other channels
I don't want to talk politics.
And they have their own Discord groups to attack people in politics on Twitter that come and troll my channel. This is why we don't do politics here.
Good.
So, and thank you, Consigliere. Yeah, this is why we
talk how Judge did today. We haven't mentioned Judge once today.
He went deep, baby.
Oh,
I know. I saw it.
He was there. Of course, he saw it.
Who's this Judge guy? It's amazing. It really is.
He's the same guy that most people said peaked in April and wanted to stick him on the bench and boot him in the stadium. So
I believe he has
trade Aaron Judge. Just trade him.
Trade him.
Didn't he have 34 home runs now?
34. Yeah.
Yes, he does.
I don't know how many RBIs he has.
I think he has like 86 now.
86.
So if he has 14 ribbies tomorrow, he'll get 100.
So he might have 100 RBIs before the All-Star break.
The last time somebody did that was Juan Gonzalez from the Texas Rangers.
Yes.
100 RBIs before the All-Star break?
He had 100 before the All-Star break. He wound up, I think, like 150.
Yeah, I think it was around 156.
It was something like that.
I mean, if you look at the pure metrics of Judge, his numbers over this span are comparing to the all-time great baseball players in history.
Mhm.
True.
And
Yeah,
and
and his
folks
numbers
should
would be even better if he didn't get hurt last year.
and folks should really appreciate the merit of what they're seeing. This is a once in a lifetime deal. This isn't something that you see every other year. Once in a lifetime.
Yeah.
Oh, definitely, definitely. I have a feeling during the break, I just get, and usually when I get a feeling like this, it usually happens. But I think the Yanks are going to do something pretty decent in between Monday and between Monday and Wednesday and Thursday. I just get a feeling when they step on that field on Friday, there's going to be another star on that field.
I hope so.
What do you guys? What are you guys' thoughts?
I mean, the deadline is the 30th. So we have,
Right.
what the hell? What's today's date?
17 days.
17 days until the
You
deadline.
know,
So
Well,
I think
they're also extending it to 6 p.m. No more 3 p.m. Right?
yeah, yeah, that's
Yeah.
right.
So that day is
I
going to be
think
nuts.
I think the Yankees will get someone that nobody is thinking about right
Oh
now.
yeah.
Nobody on
Yeah.
this channel, nobody in the chat. There's someone out there that's
Mm-hmm.
not being talked about, and I think the Yankees will get that person.
Well,
I don't know
Cashman is
who.
good for that.
Yeah,
Yeah. Buckeye,
just
I'm
like
hearing the same thing.
nobody thought of Holmes before the Yankees traded him. Nobody knew who
Mm-hmm.
he was.
Yeah. Buckeye, I'm hearing the same thing. And thank you for
Is,
the five
is Buckeye
again.
joining us?
You know, Buckeye gifted another 5 free memberships. If anybody wants to be a member at 161, please message Buckeye. And thank you so much for that, my man.
Is he joining us tonight?
I don't know. I mean, they're having some weather over there in Texas, so they're having some serious weather.
Now, how many of these do you have where you can interact with us?
Once a month.
And is it a specific day? Because
It's
you know
usually it's always a Saturday night.
that okay. See, the problem was because I worked overnight, so I had to leave by like 8 o'clock to get to work. So I missed out on a lot. So now that I'm kind of young and retired and very happy, I'm able to see everything. So and hear everything. So I'm very happy that I stumbled actually on your channel about 8 months ago, and I've loved it. And you guys
Speaking
are
of devil,
terrific.
the King of
What?
Texas just joined us. Just joined us. Look at that.
Hi.
But Joe, I appreciate the kind words, man. You're always welcome here. And this is why
Yeah,
we do this
and
stuff,
I
right?
also want to know how to give you some type of subscription or something, because I always try to send you a little something, and I guess some butterfingers with it, but if you could let me know an easy way of whatever, one of those 9.99s or something like that, I would love to show my
That's called
appreciation.
a super chat.
Right.
I don't have the salt. Like I do this on StreamYard, so I can't see super chats. But I think it was, what is it, guys? $1
So
sign or something?
you could, if you're trying to send a super chat, there should be like a dollar logo on YouTube, and then you click on that.
I don't see it
In the chat, like
in the chat. I
Right.
very rarely see it. I see it on the on the other one, the guy Joe.
Shift, Joey from the Shift.
Joey
Yes.
from the shift, yeah.
But I don't see it on yours.
Hmm.
That's why
It's
I
there.
feel bad, because I've been wanting to send you something.
Well,
I want you to know that I'm there for you guys,
I appreciate that.
and I can't do it.
I don't ever expect contributions. I appreciate them all. Texas, you're a legend again. I appreciate it. And then there's something called a super thanks too. If you watch the videos in the comments,
Mm-hmm.
there's a prompt there to send a super thanks, which is like a super chat, but in the
Okay.
videos and not the live stream. So you could do that too. But I never ask for them, but I appreciate anyone that I get. But
No, I
Yeah.
know you do. You never ask.
I was gonna say Texas Buckeye put it in the private chat too. That it's the dollar sign at the bottom. If you go to YouTube, you got to
Can you
go.
Okay.
can you see the dollar sign at the bottom, guys?
Yeah.
I see it. I can see it.
Well,
In
I
YouTube,
don't want
yes.
to. I don't want to go to another one because I don't want to lose where I am now. But when I go back to it, if I see it or the next time you're on, I will definitely send it to you.
Well, I appreciate that, man. I really
Oh,
do.
no question. No,
Thank you.
you've been great, and I've definitely told quite a few people about you that have been logging in and seeing you. Actually, they see you not when you're live though, when they see you on the tape, and they love your streams.
Well, I appreciate that. We do streams after each game, well, after almost each game, almost every game. We'll definitely do something like this on a Saturday night where we added a few weeks ago. We did movies, best movies, and everything like that.
Oh,
Today we're gonna do
nice.
comedy. So we're just adding something, because people are baseball fans, but they're fans of other stuff too. We watch movies, we have fun. So
You guys at all? Anybody friendly with Howie Carpin,
who's that?
the Yankee official scorer? And he was the original member of Sports Phone.
I don't know. I don't know who he is. I mean, do you know?
Yes.
Oh,
Howie and I did a radio show on WMCA
thank you, Sela.
back in early 1990s. We were on for a couple of years, and he introduced me to Sports Phone, and I worked there for a while, and then I was covering games and all. So I'm you want to talk Mr. Yankee, you have to see. But I would love to have him. He's fantastic.
Have him come on
And
here. He's welcome to.
yes.
We've got a fan in here. CeeLo's a fan of Harry Carpenter. He just said he's a legend. Look at the comments down below
Oh,
on
okay.
the screen.
He is
You
a
have to
legend.
hit,
He was just on ESPN2 today about official scoring and how hard it is and the feedback they get on it. He's excellent at what he does.
What's Sports Phone, by the way?
Sports Zone was the originals in the 70s and the 80s that you would call up to get in 1 minute. They give you every score going on live in baseball, football, hockey, anything going on live. They updated every 2 minutes,
Damn, that's pretty cool.
and it was 10 cents a minute. And it was on 9991313, and then went to 9761313. And then little by little the internet, everything started, and of course it went down the tubes because
Yeah,
who's going to do that when you can get everything right in your fingertips?
yeah, yeah.
So
Damn,
it was,
you just brought us back. You brought us back to the good stuff.
oh, I believe me, I've seen it all. I also was at Yankee Stadium. I did tours,
Did
so
you really?
I did the tours.
That's
And I
cool.
did tours at Madison Square Garden. I was one of the head tour directors for, I would say, 9 years. So I have a lot of sports background.
That's cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, it's been great. That's why when I see people like you guys, I feel proud. I feel great
Yeah.
that you don't have to be, and no pun intended, you don't have to be a Michael K. You don't have to be. You can be yourself and have a great following and a great show, and that's what you guys are.
Well, we appreciate that. And you can also be critical and not be an a-hole either. You know?
Yeah,
Like,
I only did one tour of Yankee Stadium, the old Yankee Stadium, and I think
Hmm.
it was in 2007.
Okay. Yeah, no, I did mine. Well, yeah, it was around. I believe 2009 yeah. No, I'm sorry. It was the old stadiums. It
It
was
was
around
so
2007, 2008, but I didn't last that long because Tony Moranti would be calling me up at 4 o'clock in the morning. You got to come and do the tour right away, and it's like, Tony, I work full time in Madison Square Garden. I can't. And he couldn't see that. He said, either you do it or you have to stop. And I said, well, I have to stop. And that was a little that hurt a little bit. But again, Madison Square Garden was the mecca. You got to go. You guys, if you haven't taken the tour, go take it. It's great.
I like Madison Square Garden.
Yeah,
yeah.
it's
Yeah, are
good.
there tours at Madison Square Garden?
Yes.
Yep. I
Yeah.
ran a track meet there called the Milrose Games back in the day when I used to be I used to be at the Garden.
Oh, sure.
I ran it a few times when I was in college. And
For WWE, I was really the only guy on staff that knew anything at that time about them, which were they were the WWF. So
that's
they used to put me with Stephanie McMahon and Linda, and so
awesome.
Vince would only say, "Hey, just make sure nobody goes near my family," and it was so that was a great time. No, sports has just been unbelievable, unbelievable, and the Yankees are like the greatest thing. That's why I get so passionate and so upset.
Ah,
It's in my blood. It's in the family blood.
yeah, and we
And I'm
got
sorry I'm going on and on, but I just because I like your show so much, I feel very comfortable to talk to you guys.
well. You're more than welcome to talk to us, and that's a cool story.
Yeah,
It really is a
that's
cool story.
if you guys ever wanted to hear or talk about, believe me, I've been to I would say I would say close to 800 Yankee games, not only going there but working there.
800. God.
800. And let me tell you, you guys, you're gonna put this on. You can put this on. Let me from 19. I was 8 years old, 7 years old, in 19. I believe it was 73, and I went to my first Yankee game. Actually, it was Mickey Mantle's retirement.
Oh my God.
All right. So right after that, I went to a game, and I don't know why it stuck in my head, but it's 100% true. And I've talked to Jack Curry about it. In Yankee Stadium, every time, guys, the first batter hits a ground ball to shortstop, a ground ball, the Yankees lose that game. Keep that in mind
Interesting.
because it's over 97% true.
That's
It's got to
crazy.
be, but I mean, a ground ball. It could be if it's a pop up, no problem. I could literally close the game. I know they're going to lose. Under no circumstances do they win. It's unbelievable.
That's a crazy stat.
Yep. Well, I brought that up because they have all these nutty stats. Well, I'm telling you, the next time, hopefully it doesn't happen anymore. The next time there's a ground ball to vote, only at home, not on the road. At home, the Yankees lose that game.
That's
It's
interesting.
great. It's insane.
That's interesting.
You could run to FanDuel and bet right after that, because you're going to win.
That's
It's
crazy.
insane.
Pedro,
So
what's that?
watch for it. Maybe you could break it because I can't.
What? I'll see what I can do. I mean, I'll try my best. Now,
Please,
who's ready to talk some comedy?
comedy.
You guys up for it?
Yeah, go
Yeah, I
ahead.
was gonna.
All right. So I mean, the first list I had was the top, your top five stand-up comedians of all time. All right.
I have I have
Yeah, Jonathan, you're up first.
I'm doing George Carlin, Robin Williams, Eddie Murphy, Richard Pryor, and Louis Black.
It's a good list. How about you? How about you, Joe?
Well, I go back to Jerry Lewis. I mean,
Jerry
he's
Lewis.
he's one of my faves. Adam Sandler, of course. Um, I like Kevin. I guess Kevin
Kevin
is
Hart.
okay. From King of Queens.
Oh, Kevin James.
James, he's
I saw
pretty
him
good.
live. He's funny live.
He's funny live. Not too many. Oh, well, I love Don Rickles. I don't know if you guys know Don Rickles, but
Oh yeah.
if you go on YouTube,
Oh
you'll
yeah.
laugh your
I've
buns
seen
off.
him on YouTube.
He was in Casino.
Right. And I don't know. Vic Benedetto.
DiBitetto. He's nuts.
I love his Yankee skits. Did you see his latest one?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought that was great.
He's
That's so
insane.
fun. That is so
Um,
funny. That's mine.
how about you, Ken? You
Ken's
freeze
froze.
those?
He's frozen up.
Uh-oh. What about you, Buckeye?
Carol Burnett show, all of them,
Oh, she's
Oh
fantastic.
yeah.
absolutely awesome. Steve Martin, absolutely insane. They're not ready for primetime players. Absolutely insane. Their skits are just classic. Love Roseanne Dina.
Man, you got a good list. That's a good list. Is Ken still frozen?
Yeah,
I am not.
not now.
Ah, you got a list. You got what's your top 5 comedians there, Ken?
I've got Carol Kane, Andrew Dice Clay,
Clay.
Steve Martin, Richard Pryor, and Dan Aykroyd, and the Belushi brothers too.
There you go.
What about you, Anthony?
I'll give my top 5. Then I do have to jump out. But for me, I like George Carlin, Eddie Murphy. That dude was hilarious. Chris Rock, and then when he used to be active, but he still does his specials. Dave Chappelle. I think
Chappelle's
that
nuts.
dude's. I think he's hilarious. Yeah, his Netflix one that he had. Oh my god, I was like, dude, this guy is going off the rails.
Chappelle's really,
What was that?
he's really funny, Chappelle.
Yeah, and then I definitely would have to go Richard Pryor for sure.
Pryor? All
Mhm.
right. What do we got from Nosebleed? Dice Clay, Robin Williams, Gallagher, the one who just smashed fruit. Why are you going crazy? All right, Nosebleed. CeeLo's got Carlin and Howie Mandel, Dave Chappelle, Trevor Noah, and Joe. Oh, that's a pretty good list too. Robin Williams, yeah. Well, here's my
Who's that?
list.
Who's
Nobody-
that screaming son of a gun?
Field.
Who's that?
The
Rodney-
guy that used to scream all the time.
Sam
Oh.
Kinison.
Yeah.
Sam Kinison. He's nuts. I
Yeah.
got Robin
Who's the
Williams.
guy that used to smash fruit?
Gallagher used to smash fruit.
Yeah, I love that.
I have Robin Williams, Eddie Murphy, Jon Stewart, George Carlin, and Dom Irrera.
Mhm.
Those are my 5.
Awesome.
Not familiar with the last one.
Oh, Dom Irrera he's crazy. He's like an 80s comedian. He's crazy. He's funny. He's really sarcastic, and he is very funny. Very funny. All right. How about shows? Your 5 funniest shows, Jonathan.
5 funniest shows. All the funniest shows I watch are I always there was one Bugs Bunny cartoon that I watched, and it's from like the 60s, and it always made me laugh. But I don't know about shows. I couldn't get that far.
Sitcoms.
Sitcoms, television shows really didn't make me laugh. I didn't like that type of humor.
That's all right.
God.
That's all right. What about you, John?
Whenever I feel bad about something, I always listen to a Lewis Black stand-up comic, and Lewis Black always makes me laugh, especially his Milk and Water stand-up comedy.
Nothing wrong with that.
But shows I cannot do.
What about you, Joe?
Well, my number 1 is a tie. The Honeymooners, which I know word for word. I can do the show from start to finish, know every line, and bust out laughing. That's number 1. I think I Love Lucy.
Great show.
Second to the best.
Absolutely.
She was unbelievable. And in the live studio audience, All in the Family. You can't touch it.
Mm-hmm.
Another one I would say, well, I would put King of Queens in there quite a bit, and I guess Raymond. Everybody loves Raymond.
Great show too.
Yeah, those would be. But I have to say it's a big tie with Honeymooners and I Love Lucy. They just don't make him like that anymore. Well, Dick Van Dyke. I'm sorry, Dick Van Dyke and Mary Tyler Moore were fantastic.
What is it called? The classic 36, with the honeymooners. It's a DVD set.
Yes.
I mean, some of my favorite. I mean, the Hucklebuck.
Oh.
Like, I mean,
Yeah. How can a person so round be so square?
yeah,
Or I'll kiss you later. I'm eating a potato.
yeah. What do you got?
Lucy,
What do you got, Ken?
explaining to do.
Oh, they
Seinfeld was one of my big ones.
Yeah.
MASH,
Oh,
Hogan's Heroes. Cheers was always a good one. Gomer Pyle was one that I loved.
nice. I like that. I like that list. That's a good list.
Is
What
this-
about you, okay?
Is this comedy shows or just any show?
Comedy shows. It's comedy night. That's it.
Yeah.
Speaking of Cheers, we need a guy in this thread called Norm.
We do need a norm.
We do need a Norm.
Yeah, that's a good point.
But Mary Tyler Moore, excellent, and all the spin-offs. Rhoda.
Mm-hmm.
But the people that were on those shows were just incredible. I mean,
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
just incredible.
Who else you got?
Two big thumbs down for Roseanne.
No, I could do without that.
Yeah. You got any? You got anybody else, Buckeye? Any other shows?
Happy Days.
Oh,
Yeah.
Bonds. Mr. Miyagi from Karate Kid was in Happy Days.
Yeah.
Yep. Arnold.
Yeah.
That's about it. I don't watch too much TV.
Ah. What about you, Anthony?
I liked Married with Children.
Oh yeah.
Fresh Prince of Bel-Air was funny.
Yeah.
I was a fan of Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Family Matters. That was a show that I grew up watching.
Urkel.
Yeah. Yeah, that was such an underrated show.
Did I do that?
What's some other comedies, man?
A lot out there.
There's so many of them.
Yeah.
It's hard to go wrong, right?
Yeah, those are the three that really come to mind. I thought for the time when it was, like, I thought the show Martin was funny too.
Yeah. Pedro just said that too, Martin.
Who?
Now,
Pedro just put out the Martin show.
Oh yeah, the Martin. I thought it was funny.
now, guys, since you're all big sports fans, how about we do, all of us, the Abbott and Costello baseball skit?
I'm gonna have to
Who's
watch
on
it.
first?
I don't know.
I
that.
can actually do that by myself.
Oh,
I
boy.
want. It's a story. That is. I learned it word by word, and I won an award in high school
Oh,
because doing that, it was great. I absolutely love doing that. It's fun.
we'll have to watch the. I would need to watch the episode to see, so I could.
Oh yeah, you have to. Are you kidding? Just go. No. Just go on YouTube and go Abbott and Costello. Who's on first?
All right, we'll do.
that's hilarious.
So, gentlemen, I am gonna jump out though, but I'll tune in a little later though if you guys are still on.
All right, brother.
But thanks again, Jason, and
Always a
gentlemen,
pleasure.
you all have a good night. I am going live tomorrow morning, so
All right.
hope to see all of you there.
Asleep.
Yeah.
I'll be,
Yeah,
I'll be on the train.
What was
Let
that,
me know-
Technical guy?
I'll be asleep. That's
that's
way
fine.
early for me.
Oh no, you go ahead, man. You do what you got to do. I'm up early, man, so it don't matter to me.
I'll probably
What
be on.
time is the show?
9:45 East Coast time.
Okay, and the name. I'm sorry. Because I'm just getting assembled with everything.
The Strike Zone.
It's called the
Strike
Strike Zone.
Okay,
That's
I will
that's it.
definitely give you a holler.
Yeah.
I appreciate you.
Great channel, man. And a few,
All right.
always a pleasure, brother.
All right, gentlemen, have a good night.
You too.
Good night.
Let me
Take
give you
care.
my 5. I got
Stay
Cheers.
safe.
I got Cheers. I have Will and Grace. I have Home Improvement. I have Seinfeld. I have All in the Family.
Nice.
Those are my 5. Kind of across the board. Like Seinfeld was great because it was about nothing. It was so funny.
It was just about looking at Jennifer Aniston because I still can't stop looking at her.
True. It's true. Now, how about
I'd
we
see
pivot?
gorgeous white shoes.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did.
How about we pivot to movies? The funniest movies.
Caddyshack.
Oh,
Nice movies.
Jonathan, you're up first. You're leading us off.
Funniest movies. Oh my.
Yeah, you're the jazzism of this.
Jazz Chisholm.
Yeah, you're gonna be leading off.
Okay. A funny movie. Oh, it has to. What's a funny movie off the top of my head? Early Robin Williams movie. I don't know if
Robin Williams.
what's an early Robin Williams?
Outfire. Good Morning Vietnam.
Good morning, Vietnam.
That's
Patch Adams.
Yeah, Patch Adams. Another one.
Mrs.
but
Doubtfire.
those were not funny. Those were not good movies, but they're not
Yeah.
funny.
This
They're all I can do good comedy movies.
is
But
Outfire.
I don't think Mrs. Doubtfire, Good Morning Vietnam was good. Trading Places, good movie.
I like
Eddie Murphy and Dan Aykroyd were in it.
that.
They were
Was
all
he in
they
Jumanji?
were all good movies, but I don't know if they were considered comedy. That's
Trading
that's
Place was definitely
what
comedy. Trading Place was definitely a comedy.
Yeah.
Trading Places. What?
Oh, yeah.
Really? All right, Coming to America. That was a good one.
Yeah.
Comedy.
Comedy, and there's another, maybe a Beverly Hills Cop movie. I forget what is the movie where is it Eddie Murphy that destroys a car with a banana?
Yeah, Beverly Hills Cop.
That's the original Beverly Hills Cop.
Yes, those are my 5.
Was this the man who put up a
Actually, they just came out with another Beverly Hills Cop movie on Netflix.
Yes, I haven't watched it yet.
Yeah. All right, Joe. What's your 5? Give it to us, my man.
All right. 5 comedy. Well, Adam Sandler has to be one at the top of the list. I think he's phenomenal.
I just watched an Adam Sandler movie yesterday, Zohan.
Zohan. Well, that's funny.
Awesome movie.
Funny.
That and Happy Gilmore, my 2 favorite Adam Sandler movies.
Happy Gilmore.
That
You must like the Bob Barker fight.
Oh, I love the Bob Barker fight.
Well, that was funny.
Yes. Just Go With It with him and Jennifer Aniston was very funny. Was very good.
Here's Tess.
That's a good place. Jonathan said he bumped into you in Baltimore today, man. That's good. You guys brought us good luck, bro. You guys brought us good luck. Thank you.
Good.
Back to you, Joe. What's your list? What's the rest of your 5 favorite comedies?
The other ones were, let's see.
By the way, Tats, sorry to interrupt. Tats, what's your
No.
5 favorite comedy movies? Put them in the comments, please. Or join us if you want to hop on. Feel free to hop on, man. Well, go ahead, and sorry.
No, that's okay.
Waterboy, too, another one.
I'm just trying to. I love My Big Fat Greek Weddings.
That's a good movie.
Yeah,
I love that.
funny, especially everything with Windex.
Oh,
yeah.
Had to get rid of it, Windex, and it's a bunt. What do you mean a bunt? A bunt? A bunt? Oh, it's a cake.
There's a hole in it. Yeah.
They had some funny lines there.
Oh my God.
Another one, a comedy. Well, again, I go back, guys. So I mean, anything Jerry Lewis was hysterical. So he's very, very funny. So those are basically my comedies.
All right. What about you, Ken?
All right. I'll start off with My Cousin Vinny,
Oh,
The Blues Brothers,
oh
A Fish Called Wanda,
my God! You're taking a
Scrooge, Monty Python and the Holy Grail, Animal House,
Oh, it's
Stripes,
Stripes with
Young
Bill Murray,
Frank,
right? That's with Bill Murray, right?
Young Frankenstein.
Yeah.
Young Frankenstein, and Caddyshack are probably my top 10.
Damn. That's a pretty elite list. What about you, Buckeye?
That's a weak list.
Elite.
No.
Elite.
I thought I was about to say weak comedy. That
That
Airplane. Airplane.
You're up, Buckeye. What do you got?
Airplane.
Great movie.
Yeah.
I'll bet you like the Turkish bath part, right?
No. Not even the blow up doll.
Have you ever seen a naked grown man before, Billy?
I haven't seen that movie in a long time. I used to rent all these movies when Netflix was still delivering DVDs.
Yeah, when I used to buy them from Blockbuster, 5 for $20.
Yep.
Yes. Oh my God. Yes.
I used to load up DVDs at Blockbuster.
Well, when I turned 21, I got a Netflix membership and I stopped using Blockbuster.
Yeah, well, Netflix is awesome. It's awesome.
No, it is. It is.
Anything else on your list? Does that surpass all?
Yeah, that's it. I got Ken's list. That's
I
enough.
like it. Let me give you my list. I have a tie for fifth between Animal House and The Naked Gun. 40-Year-Old Virgin. Borat. Revenge of the Nerds, the original one, and the original Porky's.
Oh, Porky's! I forgot. Thank you. I loved that movie.
Oh my God!
Loved it.
Hey, Pee-wee.
Pee-wee. No, is Mike
I've
Hunt there?
seen that movie,
Is
but
Mike
it was
Hunt there?
so long ago that I don't remember it.
Anybody see my cunt?
That-
Look at my cunt.
I know that paddywhacker. I know that paddywhacker.
Tallywhacker had a mole
I
on it.
think the late 70s to the late 80s were the time for comedy gold in movies.
Oh God!
From like 77 to 89, that was comedy gold for movies.
There's so many other movies I didn't even mention, like Blazing Saddles. Like,
Oh yeah.
great movie. I mean, what else? The other guys. I don't know if you saw the other guys were Will Ferrell and Mark Wahlberg. I love Will Ferrell, by the way.
Yeah, the other
I
guys.
I can't stand Will Ferrell.
Oh, I mean, Will, he's nuts. This is. I mean, I love him on Saturday Night Live. Why don't you like him? By the way, I'm curious to know why don't you like him?
The other movie I'm thinking about is with Ryan Gosling and Russell Crowe.
Russell Crowe.
Hollywood.
I got one.
Hollywood.
No, that's The Nice Guys.
Or The Nice Guys. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Who's the other one, Buckeye? You have an addition to the list?
City Slickers.
Oh, it's a good one too.
City Slickers.
Billy Crystal.
Yeah, that was good. That was good.
The first one.
Yeah.
That's
Halloween. That's not a comedy.
Nah. If that's a comedy, we're in trouble.
Maybe the week.
Yeah,
Maybe the weekend. Maybe the Weekend at Bernie's series.
Yeah, that was pretty funny. Yes.
Weekend at Bernie's. Terry Kaiser. Yeah, that was Bernie. He was also in one of the Friday the 13th movies.
Really? Oh, that's right. Yes.
He was in Part 7, The New Blood. He played the shrink, or the psychiatrist, or whatever you call it. And Jason, he takes him out.
Well, I saw. It's not a comedy, but I don't know if you guys have ever seen the movie, which is really good. Have you guys ever seen Steven Seagal in Out for Justice?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that was filmed right next door to my dad's bakery, and Steven came in and bought all the Italian bread, all the rolls, everything for 1 week. And it was amazing. And they would have done a part in the bakery, but they signed the contract with the cafe that was on the corner. And he was like, he was trying. I mean, it was It was 1981. 1980, 81. And that was such a great time. They say he's a real tough guy, but he was really nice to us.
Here you go. Me and Bernie from Weekend Bernie's.
Weekend Bernie's, yeah, very good.
There's Bernie right there. Yeah, that's my dude, Terry Kaiser. Yeah, Steven Seagal. I mean, he's the only. This is an insignificant fact today. The only non-Japanese person to ever open up a school in Japan as an Aikido. He's a 7th degree Aikido master.
Wow.
And he's also a dual citizen of U.S. and Russia.
Yeah, I heard he's a real tough dude, but I've seen him, and he was one of the nicest guys. And you want to talk funny? When Adam Sandler did his movie, one of the latest ones, the one with the he did the things with the jewels.
Uncut Gems.
Yes, that was done in my building where I work. So he stood in on the 33rd floor in 2 apartments, and he had the girlfriend up there, and then the wife was coming in, and that was the scene. Well, let me tell you, when he finished and he sat down in our lobby and we started talking Yankees and Knicks, and oh my God, he was making me laugh like one of the nicest guys you ever wanted to meet.
He's a big sports fan. He's a huge sports
Oh,
fan.
loves the Yankees.
Yep.
Loves the Yankees.
Yeah. There are quite a few celebrities who are big Yankee fans.
Yes.
Jay-Z, Denzel Washington, a lot of the big dogs. Jack Nicholson's a Yankee fan.
Jack Nicholson, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. No, there are definitely quite a few.
Jack
But-
Nicholson is very big with the Lakers as well.
He's a huge Lakers. He has courtside seats with the Lakers, Jack Nicholson.
Yes, first row.
Yep.
Yankees and Lakers. That's a very interesting mix.
Yeah. That's also Denzel Washington. He moves. He's from New York, but he lives in New York and California.
Yeah, what about poor Giuliani, too? Giuliani, he lived there, him and his kid.
Yeah. How the
What
mighty
about,
Lived there.
what about Biloxi Blues?
Oh, with Matthew Broderick. That's a great movie.
Yes.
Night Shift?
Which one?
Night Shift?
Night Shift. You ever see the movie PCU with Jeremy Piven?
No.
No.
That movie's funny. He's like a super duper senior in college.
Here's one for you, Mr. Baseball.
Oh, Tom Selleck. It's a great movie.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's a comedy, though, at least for me.
Well, when he's talking through his ass to his club about doing exercises, that's pretty funny to me.
Yeah.
I guess I have a very high tolerance when it comes to comedy movies, especially since I used to watch movies all the time.
Mm-hmm.
When I was a member of Netflix, in all those years, I think I rented and watched over 2,000 movies.
Jesus. Any Richard Pryor fans, if you haven't seen the movie Moving, go check out Moving.
Yeah.
Good
See
movie.
no evil, hear no evil. I saw that.
Gene Wilder, yeah. Yeah.
Major Payne.
With Damon Wayans.
Yep.
Ladies and gentlemen, yeah, he's fantastic, man.
Jason,
What do you got?
what's the name of the movie with the guy and he's dancing to Staying Alive with the glasses on, the voyeur?
Magic
Looking
Mike.
out the window at some chick across the way, and he's singing "Stay It Alive," or they're playing "Stay It Alive." Funny movie. I can't think of the name.
No,
Night at the Roxbury.
No,
That's another funny movie.
That's my anti-Will Ferrell movie there.
Meet the Fockers has some good comedy in it.
I'm trying to think who's dancing.
I was looking in the chat. They like Meet the Fockers.
Meet the Fockers. I don't. If you haven't seen the remake of Bad News Bears with Billy Bob Thornton, that movie's funny.
Yeah. What about Bad Santa?
I know.
Which one?
Bad Santa.
Yeah, that one's another funny movie. But it's kind of dark, but it's funny.
Yeah, it's a real dark, funny movie, but it's Billy Bob Billy Bob Thornton does a good job in it, but it's,
I'm trying to think of what Buckeye was. Trying to pinpoint what Buckeye is mentioning here.
Another funny one is Little Man.
Movie with
yeah, Marlon Wayans.
Oh yeah.
Movie with Staying Alive.
Great Outdoors,
My
another
Blue-
great movie.
My Blue Heaven,
My Blue Heaven. Who was in that? Steve Martin.
Steve Martin and Rick Moranis.
Moranis.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Rick Moranis. It's a shame that he left movies.
Yeah.
He was
Yeah.
good. I used to love. I watched him in Honey I Shrunk the Kids and that series.
What about
Then
Spaceballs?
Baseball,
Yeah, Spaceballs.
Yeah.
I forgot about
Oh
that.
yeah.
Flintstones,
Flintstones.
Little Shop of Horrors,
He was in Ghostbusters too, the original Ghostbusters.
Ghostbusters. Yes, he was in the second one also.
Yeah, he was. He played the
How
attorney.
about,
The attorney.
Transylvania 65000.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I haven't seen that one.
yeah.
And I bet you all of our better halves. So they well, I'm guilty of this too, but especially when she watches it. But I love Hallmark movies. I love romance.
My wife is like all the Christmas movies.
We're watching them now.
Wait, you bacon me crazy with the movie about bacon.
Yeah.
Um,
The 12 games of Christmas was
Yeah.
very good.
what else? The
You know,
Christmas Next Door with Jesse Ferguson.
you
Or
know
whatever.
another good
Yes.
Adam Sandler movie is Eight Crazy Nights.
That's a good movie too.
Even though it's animated, it's good.
Any of you guys see The Champions?
What is that?
Fletch. Yes. Three Amigos. Yes.
The
Check
It's
three-
it's one with that freaking dude from Cheers.
Oh yeah. Okay. Have you guys all seen the Yankee documentary of the '90s?
I have. It was good.
I lived through that. It was, and actually, it's when I started on radio. Well, honestly, be honest with you, I was the youngest guy ever in New York City to be on radio. I was on 105.9 FM, which used to be the old WHBI, and I did a Yankee show at 12:30 at night at 14 years old. And
God.
that's how I started to meet. I started getting a little with the Yankees. I gave out tickets. That's how I started. And yeah, I wouldn't trade. It's a very, very hard to break, to do this, but it was amazing. And I had really good guests. You guys remember Art Rush Jr.? You guys
Who?
might be a little too young for him.
No,
He was very
Some
big
of
on
us are older than you,
WABC.
but I don't remember them.
Okay, yeah, Russ. I know you know Bruce Beck.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did. He did some shows with me. He's a very nice guy. When they start seeing that you're trying to break in, everybody's really cool with you. It's an amazing. But my biggest accomplishment was interviewing George Steinbrenner.
You did?
Yeah. I interviewed George Steinbrenner. I was shaking in my boots, and the man turned around to me. He always saw me in the press box, and I'm rooting. I couldn't care less if I was media because I was working for a very small media outlet called At the Game Network. So but he always saw me, and every time the Yankees did something good, I would look in his box because the box was right next to it, not right next to him, and he would pump his fist at me. So one day I said, Mr. Steinbrenner, the possibility. Now, mind you, I'm 16 years old at the time, so I'm scared out of my wits. And I asked him, I said, would you be kind enough to do an interview with me? He says, okay. He says, you call my secretary, whatever. He gave me the number. He says, we'll work it out. And we did. and I can't tell you how nice he was to me. Just one on one for about. I have the tape with him, and I have a tape with Reggie Jackson and who's the other one that's prominent? Oh, Willie Randolph. Three of the nicest guys you ever wanted to meet. As far as I'm
I
concerned.
have. I'm sorry, but I have met Reggie Jackson, and I have I think
Urban take.
I have a different take on that.
Yeah,
Nicer.
well, no, I know what and how he is. I do, and I'm not happy that the way he left the Yankees and went to the Houston Astros. That bothered me. But I know his time. He felt he wasn't being heard here, and I just think that he had to realize that he's not top dog here anymore. Times have changed. It's 30 years ago. I
I
mean, you got
Yeah,
the
but
Aaron Judge.
he's still a
don't think
Yankee legend.
the Yankees really changed in the '80s because of what happened to Thurman Munson. I
Right.
think if Thurman Munson didn't die in the plane crash, the '80s would have been much different.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. But he, like I said, he was kind. He was good. I'll tell you who wasn't kind. A guy like Dave Winfield. Very, very hard guy. Not now. Not now. That's all he would tell you. Not now. Always pull your side. He never wanted to be bothered. He was like, forget it. But a guy like Willie Randolph, unbelievable. So there's so I mean I wish I could turn back the time to the 76, 77, 78 Yankees, not the 76 World Series because we all know what happened there, but it was a great time, guys. And maybe one time we can all reminisce. And I think you'd love the stories and you would love the stuff that came out of those days.
Yeah, dude. It'd be fantastic. It'd be fantastic.
Yeah, you would love it. You really, I mean, the stories, the accolades, the drama. It was great. It was really, really a great time, and I miss the old Yankee Stadium. I got to be honest with you. I have so many memories.
There's nothing. The old stadium was louder.
Yes.
Yeah.
And we used to have season tickets. We were on first base side loge, section 17, box 463.
Oh yeah.
On the first base side,
Hmm.
and those are
That
we
was
had for like I don't know.
That was the redo of that stadium, wasn't it?
Yeah, when they opened up the new stadium, in order to keep the same seats, it was 1,000% markup.
Wow.
Yeah.
It went from like 11,000 to like 110.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm like, there's no way you can do that now. It's like a down payment on a house, so couldn't do it. And
Well,
you
when
know,
the old Yankee Stadium closed, I was at the last game. I was like 9 years old. And then so I went to the old
Just
Yankee
for the reno-
Stadium. I went to the new one and the newest one. I doubt I'm going to get to the newest one, but I went to the last three, which I'm very happy and proud of, and I have the
well,
tickets.
this is why I named my channel 161 River Ave. It's the address of the house the Roots built.
Right. That's
It's
why I couldn't pass you up, Jason, because
paying
you're
tribute to it.
you are so knowledgeable, you're
Thank you.
passionate,
Thank you.
and you make you just you we I like coming to you because it calms me down because I'm so passionate. I was very, very, you know, you know what calmed me down actually when I finally worked there and saw that they're regular because I thought that they're just lifer than life. But when you're there and you see they're normal, just like us, they do the same exact things, only they might have a little bit more money.
Mm-hmm.
But that's how I got to because I was a mess. If the Yankees lost, you lost me. It was very bad at the time, and my family. I mean, I was very. And then thank God, and that was the greatest thing that happened to me to go and work there and find out what it's all about. And believe me, I grew up fast, but I'm very passionate.
Well, we welcome all the passionate people, and the Yankee fan community is a passionate community, right? It's a well-informed, it's a knowledgeable community. Unfortunately, I tend to invite a lot of trolls onto the channel for some reason. I get trolled by other channels, and
Because they got nothing better to
because
do in life.
because
yeah,
of this line. I apologize for my statements. I apologize about nothing.
remember that?
That's why they come.
Yeah.
You did that shit the other day. I almost fell off my damn stool laughing.
That's Conor
I was
McGregor
like,
style right there. So
I said, it's Jason.
I
yeah,
saw Don Vito.
dude, that what you see is what you get, right? And everybody knows this here. We're a close knit family. We play it both sides. We call it both ways. When they're good, we acknowledge it. When they're bad, we acknowledge it, and we don't attack other people for disagreeing. It's we just carry ourselves like freaking adults.
Well,
And
I'm looking forward to to you being live for the trade
uh,
deadline.
I will.
Will you open up something for us to talk to you, or or does it just have to be in the typing?
Uh, I'll see. I mean, if I don't have my family around me, my kids, I'll open up to everybody. I don't know if my kids are gonna be around yet. So like it's that week. This will be a couple of days. We'll be going to Maryland. So we got a house
Oh.
out there too. So and we'll go out there for a few days. But I'm gonna be here on trade deadline day. I just don't know whether my wife and kids are gonna be here. So
Jason, when are you supposed to be catching the Phillies and the Yankees? What day?
that's I think it's the 29th, the 30th, and the 31st. It's the day one of the trade deadline. Actually, the trade deadline days is right in the middle of the series.
Oh, we're in Philly, or they're here?
They come to Philly.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I
you
think
go-
it's 29th, 30th, and 31st of July.
Are you
Because
going to one of those games?
I'm supposed to go up to Philly during that time frame to take care of my mother.
Where is she?
And in Norristown,
Oh, okay.
just north of Philly.
Mm-hmm.
Well, all
I've
the
caught a ton of games there, and
Yeah, Citizens Bank Park's a nice stadium.
she's got a night nurse that comes in, and I could leave and go catch a game. I'm thinking about it.
Oh, nice. Let me know if you're down here.
All right,
Please let me do. Please let me know.
yeah, you got to let
You're-
us know when you're at a Yankee game, because I'd love to meet up with you.
I mean, I'd love to meet up with you. I'd love to meet up with all you guys. We'd love to. I mean, it would probably be cool if we just planned the day, and if everybody and whoever who could make it out.
Oh, that would be awesome.
Yeah.
That really would be nice.
Yeah.
You just buy like a group tickets and see who can come.
Yeah. Whoever can make it can make it. I mean, so I mean, I'm open to that if you guys are. So
Well, I'll tell you in being in a couple of these shows and listening to everyone, the girl version of you is definitely, I think she is fantastic, and is Grace Monroe. I think this girl is so knowledgeable that I wish she was part of this group
where's she over? Is she over
with Joe. Oh, no, the Morning
I did
Brew.
with Hector.
Morning Brew with Hector?
Right, Hector.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I had him on. He was on a couple days ago. We did a roundtable on the trade
Yeah,
deadline.
I saw that.
Yeah.
That. And I think, I don't know if you talked to Grace or whatever,
I'm
but
gonna
you
be
should
on.
really invite her to the show, because she's fabulous.
I'm gonna be on Tuesday with Hector and Grace on his channel on Morning Brew in the morning,
What time?
11 o'clock.
11. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll be on with them, hosting with them.
Yeah, remind us. I'm putting in the notes now, but remind us on, I guess, on Monday, or
We'll do.
somewhere, so that because she
Put up the
is.
short.
I never saw. I mean, that's like you know a, a man's dream. A woman that just knows everything about the Yankees.
There are a couple like I mean I'm very impressed with Meredith Marakovitz. She knows her
Oh, I
stuff.
love her.
I'm
She's-
also impressed with Lauren Shahadi from the MLB Network
yes.
and Kelly Nash from the MLB Network. They are both whizzes when it comes to baseball information.
well,
Wizard.
I didn't think anybody could beat my Kim Jones, but when Meredith came on, I fell in love with her. Period.
Knows her stuff.
Back in the first inning.
She knows her stuff, Meredith.
She's very, very good. She
Yeah.
is.
Yeah, my wife is a genius. She knows as soon as spring training starts, she's a baseball widow.
Yeah, right. Hey guys, speaking of spring training, could
Yeah,
we
I think we
ever?
should
Yeah,
do
now
some
that
spring
now that
training.
I'm retired, I'm still virtually young. Um, what about going down to Tampa for a couple of days? Getting a
That would,
little, getting a little
Yeah.
group together.
that'd be kind of cool.
That would be nice.
And the
but-
tickets
The
are
pro-
very cheap.
The problem that you run into is if you have small kids,
Right.
the time frame doesn't work.
Yeah, I've got
Well, I
3 of them.
mean,
I'm
you
gonna
don't
need
have
some help.
to. I mean, see a game, talk. Go out for lunch or dinner or something. Yeah, we'll probably be around a lot of Yankees because a lot of Yankees. I did it once in my life, and it was
Yeah.
a great time.
I went to only one Yankee spring training game. My friend got me tickets for my 21st birthday in spring training
Fort
for
Lauderdale or here in Tampa.
in Tampa.
On
Yeah.
Tampa.
It was spring training.
I took my
What about-
mom. I took my mom to spring training for her 60th birthday. We went down to Tampa. We had like 3 games there. It
Oh,
was pretty
awesome.
cool. And we were sitting in the hotel, and John Flaherty and somebody else was sitting right next to us at the table, and they're just
Yeah,
all
I
over
got
the
it.
place.
Breaking news.
Who's that?
Breaking news. Dustin May out for the season.
Yes.
Is he really?
Yeah, he
Yeah.
is.
What
I'll
happened
tell
to
you
him?
what, that's going to put the Dodgers in a frenzy for starting pitching.
It
Yeah.
says undergoing surgery to repair esophageal tear in the throat, esophagus.
Oh,
Oh, damn.
Oh, esophageal.
Esophageal
He's got a
tear.
hernia. He's got a hernia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
everybody was so quick to give everything to the Dodgers, and look what happened.
Yamamoto's out. Yamamoto's in
Dodgers are
IL.
turning into the Mets.
Yeah. And
So that's the breaking news.
How much you guys want to wager that Justin Verlander or Matt Scherzer goes to the Dodgers in the next couple of weeks?
Well,
Or
Matt
Garrett-
Scherzer was already on the Dodgers. They let him
Garrett
go.
Crochet from the White Sox.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
Crochet,
he scares
most
me.
likely.
He scares me because of his innings.
Mm-hmm.
Out of those 3, I would say Crochet is the most likely to go to the Dodgers.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah.
With an outside chance of, well, I don't know.
Now that
I'm just
Dodgers
very.
lost the pitcher, they're going to be desperate for starting pitching.
Them and the Orioles.
Well, the Orioles, I mean, the beating that we've been giving them, they sent their pitcher down from yesterday's game. They're rotating folks through. They don't have a starting.
Yeah.
They don't even have a starting 3.
After Corbin Burns, it's like maybe Grayson Rodriguez, but after that they got nothing.
I wouldn't be surprised if the Orioles make a splash.
Oh, they will.
They will.
They will make a splash, and they will trade a couple of top 10 prospects to get this guy.
The guy that annoys me on the Orioles, you guys might agree with me, is the third baseman. He gets all those clutch hits against us. I just can't understand. Some of these guys that hit us religiously.
Is that
Can't we
guy with
learn?
the
I
funny
mean, I don't understand.
Kerstad? Is his name Kerstad?
No, Urias.
No,
Urias.
he's the guy that hit the triple yesterday.
Oh,
Yeah.
I can't take him. When I see him, it's like if you ever notice, all backup catches kill the Yankees.
True. True.
I'm telling you, it's
I will tell you.
disgusting.
I will tell you, if I was a goddamn pitcher in the major leagues, I would not throw a pitch to Rafael Devers ever.
No, neither would
Yeah.
I.
Exactly.
Every time we breathe on that guy, he hits a home run.
Yeah.
When he hit against Tonkin, the shit was completely off the plate, and he still pulled a home run out of it.
Yeah, we need to pull the Judge treatment. Walk him.
Mm-hmm.
No, yeah, he's the new you know who at first base. I don't want to mention his name because it
David Ortiz.
It doesn't. I can't stand the name.
Is that who you're thinking about?
Yes, he's the new guy.
I remember watching the 2004 World Series.
Oh, don't remind me.
Just twist the knife in our gut. That's all right, Jonathan. That's okay.
That is something for the books. No, I will never forget that. I never will forget the when we lost to the Mariners in 1995 with Don Mattingly hitting like 590. I mean, they're a lot, but they did do something nice the next year. They came back, they won. And again, on the trade deadline, they pulled a surprise when they picked up Cecil Fielder. Nobody ever heard of
in
that.
90, also in 95, they didn't know who they had when they had Mariano.
Mariano.
So he wasn't the closer.
Right.
Now you
If
And
had that
Mariano
crappy
was
John Wetland.
if Mariano was the closer in 95, do you think we could have won that game?
Well, he
Yes.
would probably be pitching and not Jack McDowell.
Well, John Wetland, he was just scared, shitless. I'm sorry to say, but it was like Tom Gordon who would throw up in the bullpen before he came out to face the Red Sox. So, I mean, it was just disgusting, really.
I mean,
But
these kids talk about cardiac Clay. They don't ever remember seeing John Wetland come out of the damn bullpen.
I used to get heart palpitations watching Wetland, man.
You didn't want
It
to
was
see
Alka-Seltzer.
Wetland.
I
You
was
didn't want to
popping
see Chuck
Alka-Seltzer like it's
Knobloch.
freaking candy.
He was the only guy that could save 30 games and have like a 6 ERA. Crazy.
Remember
No.
Chuck Knobloch letting the ball pass him when he was questioning the
Yep.
ball and letting the runners go.
Do you remember who scored on that play?
No.
Who on the which play? The last one
On the Chuck Knobloch play where he let the ball go past him and because he was questioning the ball, really.
Oh yeah, that was
Do you remember who scored that?
No.
Enrique Wilson.
Enrique Wilson. I was damn it, you beat me to it.
Oh, I'm
Yep.
sorry.
Future Yankee. Yeah.
Yes.
So-
yes.
He was a Pedro killer.
Yes.
For some
Definitely.
reason, he could always hit Pedro.
So what do you
yeah.
think about Skeens pulling the start for the All-Star game?
Well deserved.
Yes.
He's a
It's
beast.
gonna be exciting to see him against. He'll probably strike out all three guys.
Probably.
So do you see Skeens in long term in Pittsburgh because they don't have a history of keeping their players?
Well, they could for 5 years.
Well, 5
Yeah.
years is the minimum.
At least that.
But
Then I
they
can see
had
them.
Cole, they had Tyon, they had many other good young pitchers, and they could never keep any of them.
Yeah, it's true.
Well, they had Bonds too. I mean, they've historically, after the family period, they've never kept players.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they let Bonds go. But I think Bonds would have. Mom wanted to leave. He wanted to play
problems.
for the Giants.
He also had problems with Jim Leyland Bonds. No, Jim Leyland called Bonds out on a regular basis. So
Yeah, you want to talk about accountability? Go bring Leland in.
yeah,
Leyland would never. The Yankees would never get Leyland.
now how old is he? 90?
Somewhere around there.
It's like people keep saying bring Joe Torre back. Joe Torre's like 92.
I was about to say, yeah, they haven't
He's
seen
not-
Joe
he's
Torre in
not
a while, have
92.
they?
He's I think he's 82.
Yeah, shit.
I bet Joe Torre. He's a nice guy.
Yeah, he's a nice guy. I met him too. He's a nice guy. He came to a Broadway show that I was working at when I was in college. He
I
came
met him
to
in the
Martinez
Yankees
game.
dugout.
What's that?
I met him in the Yankees dugout.
How'd you do that?
I was with my sister. My sister was dating the editor of ESPN magazine, and he got me. Remember when I showed you those pictures a couple months ago?
Mm-hmm.
That was the same day that I met all those Yankees, and
That's
before
cool.
the game, he got me on field to meet Joe Torre in the dugout.
Nice. That's cool,
Joe
man.
Torre still lives in Brooklyn.
Living legend right there with the Yankees, man.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, definitely. You guys. Do you have any ideas for a new Yankee manager?
Jason.
No.
Shelly
Jason.
Duncan.
Jason for manager.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
Jason, why don't you become Yankee manager?
Yeah, why
I
not?
guess I have to apply for the job, I suppose.
Well, you got a lot of fans here, so come on.
The other channels probably hate me. But
They can
whatever.
hate you all you want. You got
Yeah.
us. That's all you need.
That's it, man. I
Jason,
said,
are you taking that 161 River site down?
what's that?
They'd be asking you when you're taking your site down.
I'm gonna say hell no, never.
This
Never.
isn't the Joe Girardi show.
Yeah, ain't happening. I'll do it a
No,
little different.
the one thing that separates this man right here, and not because you're here, I talk from the heart, from everybody else, is that he's even keel. No, he doesn't go nuts. He doesn't. You don't have to lower your sound bar. You don't have to do anything. You come on, and he's a nice, calm. Well, you know the Yankees did this, and they might, you know, this might happen. You go to other one. Are they going to trade this guy? No,
That's
I
Joey.
Yeah.
Yeah, or some. I had some people in the comments recently saying, you know, if you don't start trashing the Yankees, your channel's not going to become credible. It's not
Yeah.
going to grow. I'm like,
And I know that people that's saying Derek Jeter should be the manager. Derek Jeter doesn't want to be the manager. He would never accept a job. He wants to be an owner.
yeah. I mean,
I could see Jeter as the GM though. I really could.
I
No.
don't think so because he will want his own way of doing things, and that will have a big clash with Hal. And the last
and
thing both Hal and Jeter wants is Jeter to get fired by the Yankees.
well,
Yeah,
if
that's
the
Jeter
last
got
thing
hired and fired
Yeah.
by the Yankees, every Yankee fan would boycott Yankee Stadium.
they tear the stadium down. Yeah, and the last thing he wants is something that's going to tarnish his legacy. So, and he's a god in the Yankees, and that's it. So,
No, you're
Yeah.
right. That without question. And the other guy that like I've been saying, that I even talked to, you know, like I said, I talked to his wife about it. Bobby Mercer should be in the Yankee Hall of Fame. I don't. Yeah. I don't.
I met Bobby Mercer twice. He was a nice guy.
Great guy.
I met him once before he had cancer in Tampa, and once when he had cancer in the booth.
Yes.
And he
great guy.
was able to stop even when I shouted from my car in the parking lot because I was waiting for my mom. I shouted to him, "Hey, Bobby." He turned. He said hello, just in the car from a random stranger.
Yes.
And he said, Jonathan, I'm not giving you a ride. Tough.
I was already in the car.
Yeah.
No, did it-
Bobby,
you know who did that to my mom? We were at the Apollo Theater a long time ago. My mom was friends with Gregory Hines, the actor, and when he passed, they had a memorial for him, and Denzel Washington was there. And
He's a dancer.
Gregory Hines was a famous dancer, and then so was Savion Glover, and so
Yep.
on. But my mom used to work for the Broadway theaters for like 35 years, so she was good friends with Hines. But when Denzel walked by, my mom, and she's just loud fight, she yelled out, "Go Yankees!" in front of like 1,000 people, and he actually turned around and started talking to my mom, Denzel.
wow.
He was super down to earth, super cool, like the coolest guy you could ever meet. We talked about him before on this channel. Like, this guy can make a movie about blankets, and it would be cool. Like,
Yeah. Remember him in Philadelphia?
oh God,
That was amazing. I mean,
Maybe you should do the top 5 Denzel Washington movies.
cool. Training
Wow.
Day,
Texas, you got nothing to say?
The Equalizer 1 and 2.
Equalizer 1 and 2. Training Day, I would say Philadelphia. I would say Unstoppable. I love that movie with the train.
mhm.
Yeah.
American Gangster. Training Day.
Gangster.
What's the comedy movie he gets somebody's heart
Heart and Soul, or
after
Heart
they have a heart
Condition.
attack and die?
Heart Condition.
What is it?
Heart Condition. That was the
Okay,
name
that's
of the movie. That was with Bob Hoskins.
Oh, okay.
That's right.
I saw that. I saw
Well,
that.
go on IMDb and look up Heart Condition. It was a movie that came out in the early 90s or in the late 80s, I think.
Interesting. I mean, he does a lot of stage acting, Denzel, too. So he does it all. Like, dude, he's He's number one in the world to me. So for acting.
Yeah.
Um,
I only knew that movie because I owned it on VHS.
yes, you
Cool.
just took us back.
Oh my
What was
god.
before VHS? Betamax.
Betas. I have a ton of them. And
Oh
I actually have a working player.
Holy shit! Oh my god!
They used to sell, and I'm sure you guys wouldn't know. They used to sell something called a video disc, and you
Oh,
buy
yeah.
one of those. You buy one of those discs. They're like $39.95. Are they kidding me?
My old man had one.
Video disc. I had it for like 5 days, and I got rid of it. I couldn't take it. You know,
Look at this.
yeah. I always had to try like the first stereo television, stereo that you could you press a dial and channel 4 came in stereo, and this is going back middle '80s, late '80s, beginning '90, and let me tell you, man, what a difference! Wow.
Oh god, yeah.
Yeah, you guys are nice and young. I mean, I'm not old, but you guys got a lot more years to go through what we went through with the Yankees,
Oh.
the Yankees and the Rangers.
Well, I still remember growing up in a house that had a rotary phone.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, on the
Phone,
wall.
sure.
Oh,
Yeah, on the wall. Party line.
This four.
Well, I was the first one ever in my neighborhood. Am I allowed to say where it was?
Go ahead.
Bensonhurst, Brooklyn.
Oh yeah.
Okay, well, Bensonhurst, Brooklyn, I was the first one to have the big satellite dish back in 1986.
Oh my god.
I had an antenna up there where I got every show, every team, and it was like when Dallas was doing Who Shot JR? Well, I was able to watch those episodes because they had to put commercials in. So I knew everything. I like a Wheel of Fortune. I could watch every Wheel of Fortune and then and then like watch it with people and after one letter say ba 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 ba, they think I'm a genius.
Hey,
So I was doing that, and the things that I saw like wrestling, you would see like Vince McMahon would be going, okay, this guy's going to be running into the ring. It's like, oh my god, I forgot I'm on satellite. You didn't hear that, guys. And I have that. I have a lot of them on tape. It's
hey,
hysterical.
Oh my
Jason,
god. Yo.
you keep saying you don't want D-Rod. Tonight, he pitched 2 innings, took the win against the Astros 2-1.
Nice.
David Robinson.
Yep.
If we get
ERA
him,
is
if we get him,
2.88.
if we get him, I won't complain. He's not at the top of my list, but I won't complain.
He's
He
the
was
type of
reliable
guy
with the
that-
Yankees.
and he gets hurt.
But he's 39 years old already.
Yeah, I mean I think the Yankees need to go younger, but
Yeah,
and
be the
I
one.
don't see them bringing him back, but I still give it to him. He's still reliable at his age, and he's
He's still a high volume strikeout pitcher. He
yeah.
put it on the Astros. He put it on the Dodgers.
He can locate the pitches too. He knows how to locate.
Well,
Yeah,
10 years,
he ain't afraid to come up and in.
Yeah, true.
but I think it was 10 or 15 years ago when he was first time he became a free agent with the Yankees. I would have kept him.
Yeah,
I
he
like
came up
him.
in 2007, and I remember there was a big hoopla about it, and he got his first save, and then he just took off. I mean, we got to say the right thing. He was very good for the Yankees,
Yeah,
no
in
question about it.
2011 he had a 1.08 ERA.
Yeah,
Right.
I liked him when he was here. He was good.
He's a
And
good follow-up
he's
to
good all
Mo.
around. The team that I think it might be active and nobody's talking about is the Mets. I don't know. I get a sneaky feeling they're going to do something big, and it's going to blow us away. Like, oh my God, where did that come from?
But the Mets were big sellers last year.
Well, then, yeah. I'm just talking about now. I'm thinking that Cohen's going to turn around and say, you know what? Let's go for it. We're going to be in the playoffs. We can beat these other teams. Let's go for it. And
Yeah,
and I think he's going to do something big.
Yeah.
You know the Orioles are going to do something.
Yeah.
The Orioles have the #1 farm system. Every other team is dying to trade with them.
Right. Okay.
Yeah,
I
well,
just
the
hope
Orioles
it's not
also
dull for the
stunk for
Yankees.
the Orioles stunk for 10 years too. That's why they have a #1 farm system.
Yep.
Yeah.
#1.
That's why a lot of people would like, a lot of teams would like to trade because of that.
That's right.
I mean, hell,
Yeah.
when's the last time the Yankees had a pick in the top 15?
93.
Yeah.
Brian Taylor.
90.
93, they had the 13th pick.
21 years ago. Wow.
Yeah, Brian Taylor and Oscar
Taylor
Rozokov.
was 91.
Taylor
Oh,
was the #1.
God.
He was the #1 pick. Brian Taylor.
Yeah. Taylor, then the next year was Jeter at 6. And I forget who was 93 at 13. But that was the last time they were at 13. They if they didn't get penalized last year, they would be 15 this year.
Yeah.
Anybody here going to watch the Futures game tomorrow?
I won't have time.
Spencer Jones is in it.
Yeah, and I think
had
one
some-
other guy.
They had some futures game today.
Oh, was it today?
Now, because Drew Jones was participated in that one.
Maybe it was a home run derby.
No.
Hmm.
It might have, because usually a Sunday. Maybe they're not doing it tomorrow. I don't know, but
Well,
they might have
tomorrow's
did
the
it today.
draft.
We missed it. Yeah, we missed it.
They're not going to do a future game at the same time as the draft.
Well,
Yeah,
I will be I'll be updating people on the draft tomorrow. So whether
Yeah,
it's short or whatever.
I'll be watching it when I get home tomorrow.
Yeah.
Please, not another shortstop. Please.
No, I hope they draft a corner infielder from college.
Yeah, I'm hoping
telling
for a
you.
third baseman.
I'm telling you, the team to watch in the National League are the Diamondbacks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, quiet. They're quiet but deadly.
Yeah, well, now they're over 500, and they're playing the Jays, and they're putting it on the Jays already, 3-1 in the second.
Mm-hmm. They're quietly good. I mean, just like they came on out of nowhere last year. And surprised everybody.
Did the Yankees announce today? Because right towards the end, that old thing that happened with Trump, I was going. My phone was blowing. At the texts I was getting, like I thought they were all texting me, "Hey Joe, you finally won 2 in a row," or whatever, and I was getting this. So did they actually mention that they weren't going to be on tomorrow, and you had to have Ruco or Peacock?
That was what I mean. They announced it on the TV, during the game.
I know if you have a subscription to MLB TV, every Roku broadcast has been available through the MLB TV app.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I get that. I actually get that for free from T-Mobile.
Most on Amazon Prime too.
Amazon Prime, right? I have Amazon Prime, but and I have Peacock because I still do some stuff with the WWE, so I watch all of their pay-per-views.
Nice. Freaking nice. That's awesome.
So and by the way, the McMahons, Shane is a very, very big Yankee fan.
Oh, nice.
Oh, he talks Yankees like crazy, crazy.
Get him on here. That'd be kind of cool.
Well, is he calling for Boone's head?
Everybody's calling for Boone's head, although it's not the man's fault. He's dealt with
No,
this.
not everybody is calling for Boone's head.
Now listen, if we're dealt that too, what are we supposed to do? Who do we put in? I have to play DJ. I don't either that or leave nobody at third base. Do I want to do that? No.
Yeah, the guy who would play in his DJ spot is on the IL too.
Right.
The guy
I
who
love
would
John
replace-
Birdie. I was calling for that trade like you wouldn't believe. When they got him, I was so happy.
Yeah, I mean the guy who would replace Stanton, Jason Dominguez, also on the IL. So
Jason Dominguez injury is I think it's the hardest injury because I really wanted to see what he could do in the majors.
such a big talent. Such a big
And
talent.
I think he has the potential to be like a mini Juan Soto.
Could
We'll
we
see.
just, because I have a
Don't-
couple of minutes, but could we just, with a question, who do you guys think, in your opinion, will go, if the Yankees force their hand to get a certain player, which one of the minor leaguers or currently do you think are going to go? What, you guys,
It
Name
depends on
anybody
what
that
trade you're
answer?
talking about and what
Well,
quantity.
you need to be more specific.
Okay,
Anyone?
well, if let's say we were to get a two relief pitchers or yeah, a relief pitcher and an infielder, who would you be willing to give up?
Roderick Arias, probably one of those
Probably
pitchers.
Arias would be the first one to go.
Arias would be one. They probably have
Well,
to give up.
if you're talking Tampa, Tampa's needs are at catcher, at second base, and in the outfield.
Right.
So the
They're not
Marlins.
going to be they're
The
not going to
Marlins
be
push
looking
this.
for starting pitching because
Mhm.
they've got a bunch of guys that are coming back from TJ surgery that are top flight.
Yep.
And I don't think Spencer Jones is being traded for anybody. The only one I would have traded him, and it's the same as yours, would be the pitcher that the Corbin Burns. He was the only pitcher I wanted for. I would have given up Spencer Jones for.
Spencer Jones and Dominguez aren't going anywhere until Soto's signed.
No,
Once
Yeah,
once
but
Soto
you
was.
might change your tune if
Yeah.
well, which I know won't happen, but if Jose Ramirez became available and they said you give us Spencer Jones for you guys wouldn't do it?
No,
Really?
He had what, $200 million on his contract. The
Yeah,
Yankees
no.
aren't getting that
Contract.
contract.
Like $125. He signed for like a cheap deal, like 25 a year for I think 5 years.
I don't think they're going to add $100 million to their payroll.
No, I know, but I'm just saying, I mean, we're all in agreement that it's bye Torres, bye LeMayu, probably bye
Rizzo.
Rizzo, Verdugo. So all that
The
money,
Yankees
I mean,
have about $100 million coming off the books next year.
give or
Yeah.
take, yes. And will it go to Juan Soto? I'm still worried about the Met owner. I'm very worried about that
I think half of it
why
is Soto.
why would you be worried about the Met owner? Their
because
franchise is in disarray. Soto's not going to win a World Series with the Mets anytime soon, and
Yeah.
the guy's interested in winning. And
yeah,
the Mets aren't it.
but don't you? I mean, this resurgence you think is just a flash in the pan? You don't think? I mean, they have some stars. I mean, Alvarez behind the plate. They do have some very good people. I mean, maybe Harrison Bader's playing a little over his head. Iglesias out of nowhere, anybody could have had him, and
Ba-
he's doing unbelievable.
Bader is a fantastic ball player. He cannot stay on the field. That guy has an injury history beyond all belief.
They're gonna lose
Right.
Alonso too.
But so you guys don't think that the Mets are going to be that much of a threat with Juan Soto?
No.
I think they'll be in the running, but I don't think they're gonna outbid the Yankees.
Wow.
Soto,
I
the
don't think
smile on Soto's face says he wants to be Yankee for
Look,
life.
I also don't think the Yankees would have traded for Soto only to let him walk. They're not letting Soto walk after trading for him.
Exactly.
Well, I
I
still
think,
have the
Jason,
quotes
you
from.
told me you mentioned they were trying to get him as far back as 2 years ago.
Right.
So they're not going to trade a guy they've been wanting for 2 years. They're not going to let him go.
I
Yeah,
hope
mean,
you're
it's
right because it scares the hell out of me.
Something similar to Cole. The Yankees were in pursuit of him from his initial draft.
yeah.
They drafted
When
him.
we drafted him, he chose to stay in college or go to college. Then when he was getting traded from the Pirates, we were in on him there, and we eventually got him from the Astros. And I mean, that's sort of Cashman's
Agency.
his modus of operating is he plays the long game. He works trades, not over a short period of time, but a long period of time. And he finally was able to bring Soto into the house.
Well, like I said, that's the only thing that I'm concerned about. I do believe the Yanks are going to pull off at least 2 trades. What I try to get it out of anybody I could, but no, nobody really seems to know. Cashman, he's to the vest. He doesn't talk. He doesn't, and then
I
all of a
also think
sudden
we do go walks.
yeah. So it should be interesting. But guys, listen, it was really great. I'm so happy that I came on. I finally got to meet you guys,
It's a pleasure.
and I'm very serious about. Hopefully, one day we can all get together, and God willing, well, I guess next week we'll be here same time, huh?
Yeah. I mean, I'll be here. We'll see tomorrow. I'll try to go live tomorrow, but I mean, I'll try to go live after every game.
Okay.
We'll be live, obviously during the trade deadline. But I
Yes,
will be.
I will look for the thing for you to send you a good luck, a little something to you and your family.
I appreciate that, man. I appreciate the support. Now, and I'll wrap this up too, guys. I'm gonna go hop in the shower. I got some rucksacking to do in the morning. So you guys,
Yeah,
I
because
have
the
a
Yankees
train to
start
get
early.
I have a train in the morning also.
yeah, and
Well,
you guys
remember
know,
the
you guys are
game's on
first.
early, guys, so get
You
it
guys
all
know,
done.
you guys know about rucksacking, right?
So,
So
so Texas, we got them doing Army training now.
yeah,
Yeah.
I
With
have
the
a,
rest
I
of
have a, I have a.
90
Well,
pounds.
I'm doing a weighted. I have like 60 pounds in the book bag.
Oh, nice.
So I'm doing well. First of all, I do a weighted jump rope for a minute, and then I put my rucksack on, and then I do walking lunges, and then squats, and then I do bear crawls.
Oh,
Like so, I can
nice.
basically go 30 meters out and 30 meters back. So like walking lunges, side squats, bear crawls, and then I walk over and do push-ups with my rucksack on. And then I take it off, I rest a minute, and then I repeat that set again. So
Sounds like the only thing you're missing is the drill sergeant.
I don't need one. I have music in my ears, and I get up and I just do it. I just get
Put
it.
some
Well,
water in that rucksack.
Is
Put-
everybody
That sand.
here basically on the East Coast? I mean, we're all
I'm in
local,
Texas.
New York wise.
Buckeyes in Texas,
I'm in
Oh, that's
Virginia.
right. You're in okay,
Hens in Virginia.
and you are.
Me, I live in New York.
You're in New York, and you're in Virginia.
Ken
Yes.
is.
Jason?
Yeah.
Ken is.
I'm probably close by Ken right now. I'm in Baltimore.
I
Yep,
always
you
thought
are.
I thought Mr. Big Host was in New York.
I'm from Manhattan.
Oh, Manhattan.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Well, that's great.
I'm also building a house in Pennsylvania too. So
Oh, lots of luck.
thank you.
So
So-
are you near a 30? Are you near like New York University Hospital?
Well, downtown. I mean, that's where I went. That's where I did my graduate work. Right away. I went to Stern Business School.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
and
because
no, I'm on Upper West Side.
oh, nice, awesome. I had a feeling you were in New York. I'm in Staten Island now. I used to live in Bensonhurst, Brooklyn, and then everybody moved. Everybody either they go from Brooklyn to Staten Island to Jersey. So I'm in Staten Island with a lot of the relatives and stuff, and I love it out here. And it's
I have family in Staten Island.
the Yankees are loved here, and that's the best.
I have family off Staten Island, off of was it Clove
Clove Road.
Clove Road exit on Staten
Oh, okay, that's right over the bridge.
over by Clove Lakes Park.
Oh yeah, sure.
I have family. I have cousins over there.
We ought to all
Nice.
fly into New York and go out for our beats.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah, no, I was a Bensonhurst boy for the longest time, and then we moved. Actually, when my parents passed, it was actually time to get out of there and move on to because there's a lot. I'm Italian community. I'm Italian American, and so everybody was moving out here. So I said, you know what? I told my girlfriend, I said, let's just go. And we did, and I'm very happy I did that, and it's just great out here. So, but I'm so happy that I was able to see you guys and talk
Pleasure,
to
guys.
you guys. All
Yeah.
of you are great, and I want to thank you for for being there, entertaining us, and making us feel part of the show.
You're all,
And anything that I can contribute, I would love to help you.
well, I appreciate your support. I appreciate everybody's support. And you're all family, so and thank you for everybody that joined us in the comments too. Give us your
Yes.
feedback.
Thank
Talk movies, talk shows, talk comedians. So you brought us
Well,
back. Hope you
you
enjoyed
guys
it.
have a good night. let's go Yankees, and we'll talk soon.
Okay,
Yep.
Joe.
Yeah,
Okay.
gentlemen, the same to you guys. Have a great night. And thank you so
Thank
much
you.
for everything you guys
Good
do.
night.
What's our next venue, Jason?
Ah, well, we did.
We got movies down. We got comedies down.
Let's see, comedies, movies,
Horror movies.
I say
horror
we build.
movies.
I say we build an all-star team for the American League and the National League, and we kind of play a game.
Oh, that sounds
Based
good.
on the numbers on the
You
back
want
of
an
the card.
all-time? You want an all-time All-Star or just this year?
All-time would be tough because pitching was different than it is now. Hitting was probably more difficult.
Yeah. Let's pick.
That's
Well, what?
this
How
team.
about we do? How about we stick to the 80s, 90s, and 2000s?
80s, 90s, and 2000 All-Star game.
We can build our all-star team in those decades. That way,
Yeah.
we have a little bit of variety. That way, we're not stealing each other's players.
From 1980 to 2009.
Or today,
Or
2024.
today. From 1980 to today.
That sounds really nice.
Who wouldn't want Judge on their team?
Well, you also have Bonds and Ken Griffey Jr.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, it just depends on what version of Ken Griffey Jr. you get.
this is true too.
Well, if you're going back to the 80s and 90s, you want the young one before the injury. The Seattle Ken Griffey Jr.
We got a request from Jack. All right. So the next time we do it, well, we'll pick up. We have to do our all-star before the game, right? Would you say?
I'll start before the game.
Or maybe we'll
That's
do that.
what, Tuesday?
Well, the game is Tuesday, so maybe we'll do it Monday night during the home run derby or after the home run derby or something.
All right, I'll try to make it.
Yeah. I mean, we don't have to do it before the game, but we can do it another weekend too. But the next time we do a live thing, we got a request from Jack. He wants us to do the favorite singers and bands and songs. We could do that. You guys up for that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. We add that to the rotation. But everybody, have a great night. I'm gonna go take a shower. Peace and love to all these.
Take care,
Good night.
Thanks so much, gentlemen on the screen. You guys are the best. Jonathan, Ken, Buckeye.
Yep.
Keep doing great.
Have a good one.
Great work.
Good
Love
night.
having
Go
you.
Yankees.
Yes, go Yankees. Have a great night, Buckeye. Thank you again for your support. I
You're
appreciate you.
welcome.
See you guys next time.